Welcome back, everybody, to our DW6 restoration project. Today we are going to be cleaning and finish disassembling the engine, also removing and disassembling the transmission and other steering components. So a lot of work, but we also have a lot of guests, so stay tuned throughout the video so you can see who shows up and get to know some of the crew. Let's get started.
We had all this apart, and because of the condition when you look in it and it wasn't leaking oil and both sides were full of oil, I decided that I didn't really want to tear into there unless I had to, because really the only reason to get in there is if it was bad bearing or a bellows seal. So what we had just kicked the idea around last time was we get it running and driving, and then if we have a problem in here we can easily get into this part.
Right.
You know, because it's on the exterior and it's basically its own assembly, you know, unless you have to get into the finals. But just because of the way those are made, and if you, in the past when I've taken those bellows seals apart, as soon as you relieve the tension on the springs, because they've been compressed so long, as soon as they flex out or expand, it tears the material apart that creates the bellows. Mm-hmm. So it's trash. You can't reuse it. I mean, unless they're in really good shape. But the ones I've done in the past, even if you try to catch it and wire tie it together, they're not reusable. Unless it's a metal, they make a metal bellows seals, had like a metal accordion material in it. Now you could reuse those.
Right.
But when they went to that, I'm going to call it neoprene rubber for lack of a better word, but when they went to those rubber ones, they weren't really reusable unless they were new. So
it could get dry rotted or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah. So kind of if it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I just made that a determination last time. Unless we get it running and you hear an obvious problem, then we'll dive into that. But you know, obviously we've got problems up in the center section here, so that's what we'll address. And hopefully the transmission in this is as good a shape as the engine appears to be. But and while we got a second here, Cole is a professional Caterpillar engine man. That's his focus, and he works for a CAT dealer. And we won't drop names or anything in case there's
Discrepancies?
well, not discrepancy.
Copyright, something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, he's here on his own free will, and you may have seen him in a previous episode, but we got to meet him at a tractor show and enjoyed spending time with him. And he loves old iron like we do, and his passion may be more in antique cars, but he still loves old cats and things.
Anything with an engine.
Anything with an engine.
And free food. That too.
If it burns fuel and makes noise, he's excited about it.
I'm
So
all about it.
Off the side of the road.
So we're going to just take a second and let him inspect the motor. All right, Cole, so you wasn't with us last time when we broke the engine all the way down. I'll let you hold that. So just give me your overall thoughts, because you see engines with a lot of hours on them.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on how this looks?
Well, to be the age it is, I would say the bearings do not have a lot of wear on them at all, if like anything, they have not been run much. There's one liner obviously that's junk because it's broke, but just first initial inspection of the camshaft before cleaning it up, it actually looks to be in very good shape. I'm not seeing any cracks on the block. None of the oil lines are pinched, and several of the liners look like they'll clean up. There's a lot of cross hatches left in them. If anything, if they even need a quick hone, with the exception of the one, we'll probably clean it up and make it look good.
Yeah. What about the pistons over there? What do you think about them? I mean, obviously we got problems with the one.
Omitting this one, these look like they'll clean up just fine. The rings don't seek, or I'm sorry, the rings do not sink very far into the ring grooves, which is good because you want them stuck out just a little bit. The skirt's got a little bit of scratching in them, but they're not really anything you can feel.
Yeah, these here are probably the newest looking ones.
Mm-hmm. That one for sure.
So just kind of my thinking is, when we were breaking this down, is they shortly before the engine quit running, they'd spent some money and been into it because there was never seas, and you could tell the fold over locks had been folded and unfolded before, and it looked like some new parts in there. So we're kind of hoping that we can just replace the necessary, whether it be the piston head and the liner, obviously has to be, but we may be able to reuse that if we clean it up. And it looks like it's in real good shape to me. Now, I'm not an
Just
expert.
visual inspection, I think you got a very good chance at least 4 of them will clean up. This one, we'll see. This one, I think it will, but we'll have to see too. But I would say these 4, I'm 99% sure we can reuse these. The connecting rods don't appear to be bent, and the upper bearings in these also look almost brand new.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see any excessive wear. You know, there's a little shine to that one, but you can't feel anything.
No, but that's to be expected because they're taking load all the time.
Right.
And these, what you have to watch for is fretting here.
Yeah.
And these you can still see the machine marks. So that's as good as they can get.
Yeah, even if we replaced the bearing shells, you wouldn't notice any difference in it, probably.
Nope.
Now, we hadn't mic'd anything, or.
But I can tell you by looking at the mating surface of the cap hasn't been walking around, they've been tight.
Right.
So
Yeah, there wasn't anything loose when we took
your
it
chances
apart.
of something being wrong there are slim to none.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the crank. Okay, so we hadn't, you know, this has just been taken out. We hadn't polished anything. I didn't see any wear. I mean, to me, it looks like the thing had been polished.
It's been polished. The only thing, well, mainly what I look at is if there's any scratches on the crankshaft that you can feel, especially around the oil holes. That's probably one of your more critical areas.
So if that connection rod been walking back and forth or what have you.
Yep. Or if these get a crack in them,
Uh-huh.
they can run into the oil hole, and that's where a crankshaft likes to fracture and break in half.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not seeing anything obvious, and this is where the thrust bearing sits.
Yep.
And the thrust bearing controls the crankshaft being able to walk forward and backwards.
Yep.
So,
Does
I
it
don't-
look like good condition?
yeah, it looks in great condition. I don't feel any obvious wear there, and by the look of the bearings, I think this crankshaft, at least upon visual inspection, will have no problem being reused.
Yeah. Well, good. That's what we want to hear. I mean, all the gears, you could just see a witness mark it where it made it to another gear, but no wear, you know. So somebody spent some money on this thing before it quit.
Mm-hmm.
And probably a good lesson for you is, like my granddaddy experienced this back in the 40s on his, in the 50s, he bought a D4. Well, he was real frugal with his money, and that daggum antifreeze was expensive. So he didn't buy antifreeze, and they would just drain the water out of the block of the D4 when they get done using it. And whose ever responsibility it was that day, they forgot. And it got cold that night, froze and busted the block. So, you know, back then antifreeze was real cheap. It ain't real cheap now, but compared to the damage water can do,
It's cheap insurance.
it's cheap. And so, you know, on this engine, we don't know what caused the liner failure. I'm just guessing that they rebuilt the motor, put water in it to test run it, and maybe it got cold on them, cold snap they didn't know, or they forgot to add antifreeze, or whatever the situation was. But it could be that it ran fine and they just quit using it, and then water got in it when it was just sitting and busted the liner there. So, you know, I feel like water caused the liner failure. It wasn't a internal problem, you know, whether a bent rod or,
Based on all the corrosion and everything too.
yeah.
The water.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't show. The corrosion is from a piston sitting, not from when it was running in a bad situation. I've taken worse and cleaned them up, but you know, we'll get that cleaned up and make a better, see what we're working with. But you know, somebody took the time to write part numbers or whatever that is on those connecting rods I just saw with a pen. I don't know what that says there, but
We'll probably need another ring for that one.
yeah, we got a new set of rings, so I've ordered a new liner. It hadn't come in yet. The only thing I haven't gotten is actual piston head. I was waiting to see what we needed. So those may be oversized. I don't know. You could get oversized rings too, so I hadn't mic'd that to see if those are stock pistons or they put oversized liners and pistons in it. So that may be a case, you know. But anyway, I've been real pleased with what it looks like. So I guess Should we try and hone the liner and see what it looks like? Or?
Let's see how it cleans up.
Okay. Well, let's get some tools.
So while they are working on getting the hone ready, what are you gonna do?
Well, you see this bag of bolts here. They got to be cleaned and wire brushed. So we're going to go over and we're going to put them in the sandblaster, get them all cleaned up, and we're going to put it back in the bag, and we're going to do that for everything. So nuts, bolts, if they're in here, lock washer. So nothing fancy.
And
but
you're
it
gonna
has
do
to
that
be
for
done.
every single bag of the bolts we took out of the engine.
That's right. Every single bag, they're all going to be wire brushed, and we have a great team here who's going to do it for us. So here you go. You ever worked a sandblaster before?
I have.
But you haven't.
He hasn't.
All right. Training time.
So is this kind of like a grindstone? The
Yes.
stones on them?
Mm-hmm. They're a real fine stone that's just going to cut just a little bit of that liner. I'm going to do a real quick few passes. Let's see what it does. Okay, so you can see where it's starting to cut just a little bit.
And that's what you want, right?
Yes. There's not a lot right now because I just barely hit it. So I'm gonna hit it one more time. And I think we'll be in good shape with that one. Thanks, sir. There's 8.
So this is putting those X's you were talking about in it,
That's
right?
correct. It's putting the cross hatching back in it. And for what this engine will need, that'll be perfect.
No, you just had that on it.
And I don't know if it will show up on camera or not. It actually will probably look like I've tore it up on camera.
Yeah, it does. It looks scratched up.
It does look scratch up, but
That allows the oil to
it
settle.
allows oil, and it's actually not scratched as much as it will show up on a camera.
Because the glare and everything.
Correct. The light actually makes it look worse. But you got your cross hatching back now, and all those vertical lines you see, they're gone. So on to the next one. Sure. This one's got just a little bit right here,
Yeah, I see it's scoring.
but it's actually, you can't feel it. So I actually wouldn't be concerned about it.
It's just a visual.
Right. I mean, it's in there, but in this particular application, for the way this engine is going to be ran, I think it should be just fine.
Good.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull it so we can insert the jackets and go ahead and replace the seals and the shims under the liners while we got it down this far. So we know we have to on the one, so we might as well do them all while we got it tore down this far.
You're doing this one down here?
Yes.
So you're in the last one.
I'm gonna see. I don't have a lot of hope for this one. I didn't have a lot of hope for either. It's actually cleaning up better than I thought it would.
Do you need?
Yeah, still got rust spots in it, but
Is it better?
it's getting better. I don't know if we'll come back and revisit this one. Oh well, no, I take it back. You can feel it right there. It's not terrible.
Would it be usable? Because with these machines being so old, they weren't as precise as they are today, right?
Oh, absolutely. No, we can use it. It might burn a little oil, but it's definitely, we can absolutely put it in there. This one's going to be the questionable one. So we'll tackle that one next.
So Dennis, what are we working on over here?
We're trying to get this transmission out. We're just taking out the bolts to mount the transmission, and so hopefully we'll see this pulled not too distant future. No. But you know, they choose what they
How's it look now?
want to do.
It's not getting any better.
So it's just like a manual, right?
So the grooves are too deep?
It's the rust pitting that's in here. Right there in particular. Well, the whole thing has got it all in it, but this right here is really deep. I mean, you can see where my finger's stopping.
I see it, yeah.
It's actually corrosion from where that aluminum piston was sitting in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because aluminum, when it corrodes against steel or
It'll
iron,
deposit, won't it?
yeah, it leaves a white chalky deposit and it's hard. And then moisture gets behind that and it rusts there. I'll keep polishing it or keep running the hone through it, but I don't think this one's going to be usable here.
So you have to replace it?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
So it's now a paperweight.
I'm not going to say you couldn't use this.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be good.
No.
Well, we can use these head bolts to pull from, can't we?
Should be able to. Are you cleaning it?
He's just doing the inspection here.
Oh.
Recording.
What is it?
It's a home.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
It's got basically like a type of grindstone on it.
It's exactly what it is. And it's actually cutting just slightly the surface of this.
We all get unmotivated, right?
You got a system set up, right?
Yeah. Just put a little pressure on it, hold it in place. You look good on your side? Okay. Looks good on my side.
You're a little bit off on this side, but you're still touching it.
You alright, or need to move it? I can take some pressure off.
And I do it.
Huh?
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Now she's building pressure.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's moving.
You moving?
Mm-hmm.
Moving.
Get up close on it.
But you said step away.
Well, that only went to 5, was that tons on the inside?
Keep going.
About 8 tons. Still look alright, Cole?
Mm-hmm. Coming up with it.
I got a bunch of shims on it. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 shims.
Nope. I don't know.
Might not be enough there to.
There it is. It's on the 2 studs.
Well, I mean, like, it's not high enough. Keep going.
Bending that fork pretty good.
There it is. It's popping up.
How's the washer?
You gotta watch this shaft too, though.
What was that? This lock ring?
As a washer, it fell down there.
Oh, okay.
There it is. There it is. It's out.
The gears over here look real good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
A little bit of corrosion right there, but I can wipe that off.
It didn't take much time.
That was moving real easy.
I didn't even get above 5 tons.
5 tons is pretty good.
No, usually they're like 10 or 15.
Because the other one was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The outside's already looking better. What's your analysis?
This one's not broke, so it's in better shape than the other one. I've seen a lot worse. Well, we clean it up. I bet it'll be all right.
How many shims are on that one? 3? Or they got 4 too?
Looks like 2 thins and 1 thick one.
Okay. At least we're using certified Caterpillar pullers, you know.
I mean, if you're going to do things, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
It's already moving.
She got tight.
Yeah, hard spot.
Let me release, make sure we're not on the block down here. Okay, we're good down here. There she goes. A lot of trash in that hole.
Oh, that one's already loose too.
Put that on, yeah.
Got 1, 2. Oop, that one's got 3 also.
Moving. What's your tonnage?
I didn't even register.
Oh, so that was really easy. Bunch of corrosion and white on that one. Fell out of the box.
1, 2, 3. There's 3 on that one.
That one's 5, 6,
She's coming up.
7, 8. It moved in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Goes up to about 8 and then quits.
Is that good, bad?
Well, no, it's consistent across the block.
There we go.
Yeah, my 1975 puller done it again.
So how do you clean the water jacket in there?
This, first thing we'll do is we'll get the block completely stripped. And we'll probably power wash it.
Okay.
The best way to get rust out of something like this is to put it in a caustic tank.
Caustic?
It's acid,
Oh.
for lack of better words.
Yeah.
And it'll eat rust.
Okay.
But what they used to have back when this was built, those chemicals are not around anymore. But they got modern alternatives to it. Other than taking a wire wheel to it, that's the best way to do it. But you have to pay somebody and find somebody that can do that.
Because you have to have a special wheel, right?
Well, to put it in a hot tank, you do,
Oh.
because they got to have a the tank to submerge it in, and the chemical to put it in. I mean, there's still places that do it. But yeah, the first thing would be to do would be just to get in here with a power washer and wash it really good. You can see down here in these holes, these are coolant passages, where coolant, because coolant's all in here around it. Well, this is how it gets from cylinder to cylinder. See where the buildup is.
So where does it enter and where does it exit?
It comes from the water pump and it pumps it through the block.
Okay.
It'll run completely around the cylinders and it'll come up through these holes, which are called water ferrules, and it'll get to the head. And it'll flow all through the head, then to the thermostat, and then out.
Okay.
Then through the radiator and repeat the process again and again and again.
So we didn't film it, but we got the camshaft out. I think it looks good.
Polish it up, it'll be in good shape.
Nothing's chipped, right? Nothing's chipped.
I'm not seeing anything. It's got some wear on this one, but I've seen a lot worse.
You gonna have to do anything to replace or fix something?
No, I don't think so. Just we may polish it, try to get that rust off of it. I'm not seeing any major issues by any means. So,
Good.
I think we got a decent one.
Okay, so the next step is to take off the this front housing plate. To do that, first we need to support the engine, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so now that we got the cam and the front housing plate off and the liner's out, the block is stripped completely down. So we're going to get it prepped to pressure wash and hopefully be able to do that after lunch, unless Dad says otherwise. Today we have another guest showing up a little bit after lunch. He didn't come just for lunch, thankfully.
I'm kidding.
It's my grandfather.
Me.
I'm not the no, that's the grandfather. You gestured to me.
Your other.
Other grandfather. This is where we get our camera skills from.
That's right.
This is Steve Sugg, master photographer and videographer, over 50, 60 years. He's been doing it since he was born, so he's only 60 years old.
Let's hold it down just a little bit.
Anyway,
Don't get carried away.
you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
No.
Okay.
I enjoyed photography when I did it. I was very blessed.
Yep. Yeah.
That
And-
was back from film and you processed your own stuff. And that's close enough, thank you. I'm always behind the camera. I don't like being in front of it.
He's just like me.
Copyrighted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm copyright.
So-
I've done from babies to presidents. So I'm very, very blessed.
And these are your.
My favorite grandsons. Two of my favorite grandsons. And I come to watch this expertise work done here on this piece of machinery. Whatever it is.
I was about to say, you want to tell us a little bit about it? But
No, I don't believe I can tell you a whole lot about it.
Do you have any experience with dozers?
Well, yes, I had a little experience. My dad had a dozer. He did bulldozing for a living. But I never got to drive it that much. He didn't trust me.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got the transmission, as you saw, taken out. The block is out. I don't think we're actually going to pressure wash it today because there's quite a bit of wind and frigid temperatures outside. So that's going to be a project for another day. But next is to be taking the clutch bands off. Brake bands off. What are you pushing on?
This wrench
Do we need to hold something?
Where's the wrench?
on the bolt.
What bolt? You're being really descriptive right now.
Trying to break this bolt loose.
On the yoke?
You want me to reset the wrench?
Hang on, let's get a little persuasion.
There we go.
Looks like you're pushing on the yoke.
I'm trying on.
Oh, I didn't see that, Rich. While you're trying to take the bolt off and the clutch brakes off,
you
what
take
can
those
I
bolts
do?
out on the.
On the other side?
Yeah.
So we're struggling away, trying to get the bolts out on the clutch brakes. What are they called? Clutch packs. And remember, there's an access hole over here that we can use to get a socket on.
So now we need
A socket on and get the bolts off easier. So we're gonna pivot and start using that now.
Yeah. I was gonna go.
Cole, can we do both sides at the same time or not?
There you go.
Can we do both sides? at the same
Yeah.
time? No, I think they're lined up.
Look how easy that is.
And if it's gone, you can use anything.
All right.
So what we're doing now, Dad? What did we just finish?
Well, we finally got all the stinking bolts out of the steering clutch pack. So hopefully we're getting ready to pick up on it. Come on in. All right, pick up. Easy. All right, come up. All right, hang on.
Ease off.
Right here. Let off a little. All right, up. I think we got it on. Come on up. Okay, our strap got off a little bit, but that's all right. Woo, that was fun.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't got much more left to take apart. Or to get out of the frame, excuse me. Now, the best part is you get to do it all over again.
We ain't taking none of them bolts out. Yeah, this one's rusted up.
Okay, so we've been hitting over here, and you can see the dent in the pin. And so we can't get this pin out. This is a pin to the, what is it, steering tie rod?
That's the steering brake lever.
Steering brake lever. So we can't get it out, but we recently got a new tool that I think we can use to help with that. Right, Silas?
Yeah, we had a company reach out to us, and they sent us something to try out, and we've never opened it. It's still in the box.
It's a 1600 watt induction heater.
So how do you open? Oh, it just slides out. Okay,
Yeah, so now's a great time to test it.
that's right.
I bet you got to charge it.
No, it's wired.
Oh, that's good. Because otherwise, it might have been. I know it's a bolt, but we probably would have been screwed. Pretty cool looking. It looks like paracord.
That might be the one he wants. Oh, there's a smaller one in here.
But it only heats what's directly in the middle of the
Yeah,
coil.
it's got to be between.
You want a rag miracle?
Please.
There's a bunch of them right here. You can get a clean one.
My look, this conduction will conduct the oil on my hands.
That would not be good.
It make good film, though.
Very nice.
That's cool that they're flexible.
Very
Oh,
good.
the trigger there? Oh, it does that right now. You move this right now. So it's heating now, huh?
You can stick your finger in there and feel it. 1600 watts?
Yeah, it's KSO2 model. 1600 watt heating temperature up to 800 degrees Celsius, which for our American audience is 1400 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, 1472.
We are American.
He said for the American audience.
Yeah, so 800 degrees
okay.
Celsius, and was heated to 800 degrees Celsius in between 4 to 40 seconds.
Oh, we're gonna try it tomorrow.
You can feel the transformer kicking this thing before that trigger.
Right. You hold the induction heater.
Can you blow on it?
And you do the hammer.
Where'd the punch go?
Where's the hammer?
I got the hammer side.
Oh, okay.
There's video.
Who's video?
Oh, he got it right.
Okay.
You able to hold that?
Let's heat a little more.
We'll do the whole, you want to do one of them and let's go around the whole thing?
Yeah, I like so.
It's just like.
How'd you get so many tools over here, you know?
You're the one that put them over here.
When did this go?
So you just tighten the little thing?
That holds these probes in.
Oh, okay.
Just didn't tighten it.
I thought I would ask him.
Yeah.
when we got it.
Where are they coming
All
from?
about it.
The hotter the better it'll get.
Okay.
So how does it work?
It's magnetic induction.
Okay.
It's
And for the folks who don't know what magnetic induction
I
is,
forgot-
like
I don't know
me.
how to
Oh,
explain
okay. Okay.
The best thing I say is good.
oh, we're getting the thermostat over here.
Thermometer?
Thermometer, yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think I'm gonna set it to.
Is it cool, y'all?
Well, this is warmer right here. That's 263 out there.
That damn thing.
The pin is 230.
So it'll get up.
This main piece is cooler at like 130. That's 278. And the rod itself, or the cord itself, is 140 degrees.
Let's try. Take one side of this loose and wrap around that entire thing.
Will you do it now? Because it's 200 and something.
That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Okay. Oh, I forget you got to unplug it, turn the fan off.
The heater starts working while the indicator light lights up. Okay.
Oh, you got it off. So that by itself now. I don't like that's because it goes to Celsius every time.
70 degrees.
Yeah, so you can touch that.
Wow.
Not really.
Now, if you'll put that in the middle of it and hold it,
Oh, it'll get red hot.
Oh,
if you hold it, we'll find out.
All right. Oh, I gotta hold this part.
Ready?
Yep. It moved.
Good.
Hit it. Hit it. Harder. Hold on.
Is it moving anymore?
Don't sound like it.
No, it doesn't.
Are you hitting it hard?
Not real hard.
No, hit it hard.
I don't have a good angle to hit it real hard.
Is it moving at all? Yeah. Oh, okay. So it did do something.
Yeah, it did do something.
Oh, sweet.
It's user error.
I'm making progress now. All right. Hey, look at her.
Yay!
Are these not supposed to touch?
I mean, them
No, because, yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotta have some juice. I guess the closer it is to the thing, the better.
The more times you can wrap it around it.
Yeah.
Like a coil.
That's just crazy to think it can superheat something like that.
I think it's just really cool. You can actually touch the wire almost
Yeah.
instantly after.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have, you don't have to use a torch with an open flame. Yeah, I bet you could squirt starting fluid on that and it wouldn't ignite.
Yeah.
I mean, it might.
If it gets hot enough, it would.
We'll try it. We'll try it.
I mean, why not?
I got a can of brake fluid right over there.
That's not the ones I've used before. I've been impressed with.
Yeah.
Really?
You have been?
A couple times. Not this brand, but I have used a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
How's this one holding up against the other brands?
So far, it's doing good. This one's just where we got to put it such an odd spot.
Oh, okay.
The best place I've ever seen them use is like stuff like this.
Right,
You get
right,
around it and it'll turn it red hot in about 30 seconds.
What's it at now, Dad?
That's
It's coming up.
The
98.
light's red. Maybe that means it's fully heated.
Yeah,
and-
that
I think you meet, when it turns red, I bet that's a full 1600 watt.
Oh, and it's like now ready to heat the metal?
No, I mean, that's the hottest it would get when that light goes. What's your book say?
I looked and I couldn't find it.
If it's right here, if the
Oh, in the
please check if the device indicator is red. If the red light is on, it indicates the device is overheating.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dropping here.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Hold that. See if that's even 2 pounds.
Well, that going broke loose, bro.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it worked.
Sorry.
I wonder if there's a coil on the inside of that. I can reduce the heat.
Can't get the wrench in there?
It's just an awkward. I did try to break that loose before and couldn't, so it did make a difference.
Nice.
So with the regular one, you can make them however you want. What I did is I put a socket in there, 3/4
yeah.
socket,
Yeah,
and now instead of 4 deep, I'm only 3 deep,
yeah,
and now I can get it on the bolt better.
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Cool.
Yeah, to drive the piece off.
You're on the piece. Or you're on there.
Hold it right there.
It's not moving.
No, it moved.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did.
Ooh, that one.
Yeah, it's moved once.
Yeah, it's coming out. This is, they've been here.
There you go.
Make progress.
Alright, as far as you're going to go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
Let's knock this back.
Oh, because the key?
Yeah. I need something wider in there.
Oh, oh well, it's just mistakes happen, right? Yeah. So.
holding something away.
Knock it on out. We get it out of the bottom later.
It's down there now.
Ready?
It's moving a little bit.
That's a left-hander's job.
Well, I can do it. It's almost out. We're just having to work a little bit on the flare. But Dad stepped away for a minute. So what do you think, Silas?
I mean, having never used one of these things before, I think it's phenomenal. Cole, he said he has used a few of them before, and I mean, it works just as well. So it did come with 6 different coils. At least the instruction book has 6 different coils on there. We only used how many?
2.
2. And we did have suboptimal conditions. You know, we had to take the wire and bend it all, you know, different ways to get to the nut. So we had probably not quite as good of experience as if it was just, you know, right there. Let's stick it around there, you know, heat it up red hot, and it'll come right out. So, but we couldn't get it. We wouldn't have been able to get the bolt out without this or a torch, which would have been a lot more messy. So, thank you, KK7, for sending it over, and we look forward to using more of it in the future. If you want to use one of your own, there is an affiliate link in the description below. Go check them out. Yeah, thanks, KK7.
Okay, so we've been working away on this side again. We've got the bracket that was over here gone and loose. It's sitting over there on the floor, but we got one last bit left of this tie rod on the yoke, and the nut is basically not there anymore. It's really rusted. So we're going to break out the induction heater again and see if it'll work. Can you rotate it more?
So look how much harder that is. 80. We were too far away earlier on the material.
What's it at?
See that lower part's at 88 degrees. Now with a torch, that would have been just as hot as the top.
What's the top at?
The top half is 390.
So it's hovering about 400.
Well, that's 520 there.
Oh, 500? Oh, right there on the castle nut?
Yeah, 565, 570, 580, 600 degrees, 625, 640.
That's impressive.
So it is getting pretty close to the advertised 800.
Oh, 800 degrees.
It's advertised 800.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get a good picture of the nut, because that's a pretty rough looking nut. This looks like it's rusted on the blasted part. I think we're gonna have to just cut it off.
So why didn't the induction heater work?
There's just
It's
not
just-
that much
it's just
left
so
on the
far.
nut. The nut's just that far gone.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
I could probably take a chisel and chisel the nut off.
So did you get it that hot, or is it just that far gone?
So far gone. Oh,
Okay.
The Carter key in it doesn't help either. You see it?
Yeah.
They're moving out.
Not really. Okay, we finally were able to. Is that hot?
No.
Okay. Get the pin out. We just had to keep beating at it, and we were able to turn it from the bottom with the ratchet and socket. So got that out. Now we're gonna put the strap up and lift it out.
Good? Yeah. Alright, hang on 1 second. Okay. See if I can get this yoke to move and we can get that. If we could. Before that would spin. Pick up a little and maybe we can spin that.
Just take weight off.
Yeah. Come on up. Alright, hang on. Let's see, which way? Send that one way or the other and let's... Why is it not moving like that?
Box fit. Perfect.
It's probably on that.
Huh? So it's got there's rust packing. Isn't it rust packing?
Jacket.
Rust jacket, which is where rust will build up in the clutch pack.
Alright, raise up a little bit more, Will.
In the clutches, I forget what it's called. Clutch packing. It's right here. It's and expand, swell that area up and freeze up the yoke. So we're trying to beat the yoke inward to collapse the entire packing, the clutch pack, so we can lift it out of the hole.
Which they have already accomplished behind you.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So what we're talking about, cut the lift off a second. Please.
Wes, you're doing a fine job.
Alright, what we're talking about rust jacking is when rust gets between materials and rust will expand. Like water, when it freezes, it expands. So rust jacking, water obviously was in the bottom of this clutch pack. So it gets between the disc and pushes everything out. So we'll say that stack of steering clutch disc is supposed to be 3 inches. Well, when you get rust in between it, it might make it go to 3.5. And when that happens, this width here changes. So we had to beat these back together as much as we could to give us enough clearance to raise the whole pack assembly up. And on the other one, I don't know if I saw it on camera, but these springs were sticking out a lot further and they were hanging on the pinion nut, which is over here. Come over here and you can see the pinion nut. This is the pinion nut. Okay. This holds this disc onto the pinion that turns the bolt gear. So anyway, so when you take these out, you've got all these bolts here to take out through this little hole here.
Yep.
And then on this side, you've got all these bolts to take out from inside. So anyway.
So.
And that's what we call a pain in the butt procedure. Because it was a pain in the butt, especially this side because there was so much rust. Because we couldn't even get the pins out of the brake bands.
Well, unlike this clutch pack, I don't believe we can hang around any longer today.
No, I think this is the tip of the iceberg for today.
One thing that I've noticed while just in the past like 5 minutes taking this out is it's a whole lot easier to explain things when you know what you're talking about.
Are we wrapping for today?
Sure.
So next time when we work on this, we'll either start with the transmission or we'll start with the clutch packs here. I'm going to order, I've already ordered the new springs. There's 2 springs on each one of these, inner and outer. And then there's disc on the inside. I haven't ordered those yet because I wanted to see the condition of the ones we have, but I'm fairly certain the ones on this side at least will have to be replaced. But the drum itself here, that's called the drum, because your brakes are on the outside here. Hopefully the teeth or cogs or whatever you want to call these splines, hopefully they're not deteriorated to a point where this is not salvageable. You can get these, but no need to buy it if you don't have to, you know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? So anyway, next time we'll tear into the sub-assemblies, and maybe by then Eli will have everything steam cleaned and ready to coat the inside with some Gliptol and make it nice and pretty.
What's Gliptol?
Gliptol is it's a coating that you use on the inside of gear cases, crankcases.
Is that the red paint?
That's the heavy duty red paint, and it seals the inside so it won't rust and all that kind of stuff.
Is that the future calling?
No, it's not the future color.
Oh.
So anyway, I think we pretty much got it stripped down as far as we're going to strip it. Minus, I may not take this final pinion or the pinion gear out.
What gear? That gear?
So we might not take this out. It sounds pretty good, but once we get it cleaned up and all, well, there's no side-to-side play in it. Yeah. And you got to remember, you know, we're building this tractor now from the ground up, and it's never going to be in service like it was designed to be. It's basically a show tractor used twice a year in the field. You know, it's not going to spend 10 hours a day, 5-7 days a week working. So fortunately, Caterpillar built quality stuff that's held up over time, that's serviceable.
See you next time on C-Films.
There you go.
And thank you to everybody who came out to help us today.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
See y'all next time.